On a Thursday night, tomorrow will be the final day of round robin play here in Kingston at the K-Rock Center as we welcome you back. The 4 sheets in play, and here are the games on the ice, and our featured game is on sheet A. Manitoba will try to make it 9 straight as they play Quebec, whose chances are mathematical at best. Team Canada, they've lost 2 in a row, so Heather Nedohin tries to gather it up, and Nova Scotia at 4 will try and stay alive against Ontario coming off their first loss. Good evening, Kathy. What are you going to be watching tonight?
Well, I'm going to be watching that Ontario-Nova Scotia game, Vic. We know that for Nova Scotia, they don't like to play a lot of rocks in play, but they're playing Rachel Homan, and it's a game they absolutely have to win. Going to have to force them out of their normal strategy if they want to win. How badly do they?
So it is BC Saskatchewan. Time to meet the teams now. It's brought to you by Ford, proud partner of the Canadian Curling Association for 19 years.
Hi, I'm Kelly Scott, the skip of Team BC. Our lead is Sarah Wozni, second, Sasha Carter, third, Gina Schrader, and we curl out of the Kelowna Curling Club.
Hi, I'm Jill Shumay, skip of Team Saskatchewan. At lead is Janae Airy, second, Taryn Holtby, third, Kara Johnston, and we curl out of the Maidstone Curling Club in Maidstone, Saskatchewan.
Well, you see that Saskatchewan skip Jill Shumay has made her way out, so she has her brush down. That tells you that BC will have the last rock. They have the hammer playing the Redstones in this first. And here we go. The Saskatchewan lead, Janae Airy.
If not in, make it a 3. Line tonight, roll if you can, roll.
I'm expecting a lot of rocks in play if we go with the fact that Saskatchewan seems to have made a switch and are looking to put more rocks in play. And we already know Kelly Scott over the last few years has made a move to be a more aggressive skip, and even in the game earlier today showed us that. So I expect front rocks from Saskatchewan. There we are, and here's the come around from BC.
And earlier today when we were talking about the evolution of the game from a maybe more wide open defensive style of, just 10 years ago, it's the likes of what? On whom? Teams such as Jennifer Jones, Heather Nedohin, are they the teams that have brought this more offensive style into play, do you think?
I definitely think Jennifer Jones has had a huge impact on the women's game. We talk about in both men's and women's play, teams who not only perform well, we see great shooting percentages from a number of teams, but raise the bar by the way they play the game. And Jennifer Jones in the women's game has done that, ignoring stones in the first end and putting up guards. And we know statistically, if you can get your deuce in the first end, you win a ton of games. So she has changed the way we look at the game.
Oh, no question. It's not the shot you make, it's the shot you leave for your opponent. Make it as tough as you can. We noticed it with Nova Scotia this afternoon. They were very aggressive without hammer and stole 2 points twice in the game to win that game. Just have to pick your spots, that's all. You have to be careful without hammer, and so most teams tend to drag the play to the corners when you have hammer and be aggressive that way.
It's nice to see BC lead Sarah Wozni back on the ice. Missed a couple of games yesterday. Food poisoning, flu, maybe a little bit of both. So that brought Diane Kushelak off the bench, their 5th player and 3-time provincial winner. But, Sarah is back. Oh, this is pretty nice. Look at this. We've got 4 rocks played, 4 rocks in play. Is that part of the game plan?
Well, I think both teams will be aggressive, but when you talk about BC, I think they're smart. With the hammer, spread the house out. They've just seen Jill Shumay steal the game from Team Canada for Saskatchewan. They have to stay with that aggressive style, and Jill Shumay has to expect to continue to make the big shot with that style of play.
The game plan is brought to you by World Financial Group, helping families have better financial futures.
And the one thing you have to say about Jill Shumay's approach earlier today, quite often when a team is on a losing streak or has to win in order to make a playoff, you see them go the opposite way, more defensive minded, simplify the shots, which sometimes is the right call. But when you're going up against teams like this, like Sasha Carter curling 80%, you know you have to make a switch from what wasn't working. Good for her.
It takes a lot of
Really gotta go.
confidence in your team and yourself, your own abilities for Jill to do that. And she made a ton of shots, tough ones against Team Canada.
Well, more so it would seem to me, because if you're going to do that, you hope your team is there to support you, and at times she just carried the team, right?
Definitely, we saw the raise in the opening that she had to make 3 opposition rocks in the house, a guard out in front. It's all you've got. You've got to raise it to the button, and she makes it.
She raised it to the perfect angle, so Heather Nedwin couldn't get at it either. Otherwise, that was a 4-ender.
Great, go get it.
A little mistake from BC, over curling. The weight was probably close, but maybe the ice was cut down a bit too much, or she got it started, and so it over curls the spot that was intended and allows Jill Shumay to go to the come around.
Looks good. How's our line? Line's nice. Kate. 5, 7, roll them.
Notice a lot of interns out of this Saskatchewan team.
Her brother is Braden Holtby, goaltender for the Washington Capitals, of course. And the other night, when we featured Saskatchewan, he was not playing, so he was watching on the internet. But he is not. He's playing tonight.
Yeah, or I can do
playing
the
New Jersey.
It's tough. Yeah, sit on it. I like that.
You want a bit more, eh?
Bit more. Just a touch more.
Tough shot. There's always a little more curl, certainly early in the game, inside out. So to get by that yellow center guard and by their own red one, there's not a pile of room there. But the good news, Linda, they've just played it.
What you don't want to do is sit in some fashion that allows a hit and roll. You don't want the out, trying to spread the house out. You don't want any play to go back to the middle.
Hard line, we're up to red. Hard, 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 go, go, go. Hard on yours, Gina. Okay, pass, yeah, go, 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 go. Okay, okay.
Just curling?
BC sitting the
Don't
2,
wait for the line.
and they do have last rock.
It's like you got to go right from the beginning, hey?
The call in is to roll in. They roll in. This red one's not going anywhere. It's going to either jam off the red, hopefully for Saskatchewan, or worse still, the yellow of their own. I'm not sure the plan. I guess if you roll buried, you're happy, but
it's a little bit of the same as earlier. Just get something in behind cover, and whatever else happens, don't worry. Very aggressive.
Dangerous.
Holtby, airy. Right out of her hand, they pick this up.
We're jamming here all day.
And there is that jam.
Interesting with the curl from the center line out. We've now seen 2 draws from BC and that hit from Saskatchewan, all on an over curl. We've started to see this pattern. Big curl from the center line out, much straighter from the other side. So you're going to have to start to weigh which turn to use in each of these shots.
Plus, the most curl you're ever going to have is the first end. No rocks played down the middle in practice, so it's a little crispy pebble that's going to slow it down a little bit, give you maximum curl.
Clean, clean, yep. Hard.
Gina Schrader.
Clean.
As we play third stones.
Close, clean, 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 yep, 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 yep.
Beauty, great shot.
Yeah, very nice, sitting 3. Well,
10-2. Yeah, real nice.
Starting to get a little scary.
yeah, I was going to say, Saskatchewan wants to play with the with lots of rocks. They're seeing them now, and they're all red, unfortunately.
We'll play this out. If you want to play this very tight to the guard, if you ever wreck on this guard, it's a hit for 5. That back yellow would then be open. Get pretty tight to the guard, get any type of inside roll here.
The Cousins make up this back end of the Saskatchewan team. Kara throwing the third, Jill the skip.
Whoa! Yeah! Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Hard, Janae.
Go, Janae.
Hard, Janae. Hard, hard. All right.
Nope,
That's
nothing.
fine.
Take care, guys.
Just up a little there.
That one was a hair up.
That was a 9.
Am I assuming correctly if
No, it was a 10. I thought you were a little bit tight there.
the ice moves now center line out, Russ, will it not move as much outside in?
Yeah, exactly. To be a little less curl this way. And most of the hits we find, the board waders, the hack waders run a lot straighter outside in for whatever reason. The ice is really level, but part of it's the releases. We all come from the center. We have a little outward motion on this type of shot. It just seemed to track a little bit.
Looks good. Come on, sit. Good, Tina. 10.
Well played in by British Columbia so far. We talked about Kelly on this same sheet having a little bit of trouble picking up the spot. She's got her figured out already.
There's that, Linda, as you take a look at the stones in the house, there's that yellow that's sitting top 12 foot.
It's not going to be any curlier than your first out in the
might be a bit of a saver for Saskatchewan. There it is, because they're sitting 1-2, and behind cover is that third stone. And
right on the nose.
may end up cutting down Saskatchewan if it plays out here, unless Shumay can come up with something magical here.
I think she might be playing the straight back double.
Yeah.
And so you're right, Vic, that other yellow in behind cover, out counting the red that would be left in the rings, is an important shot.
And the default shot here is if it does get to the inside, you roll right in underneath for second shot at least.
9, please. Yep. 9. Go. Yep. Yeah! Hurry! Straight up, straight up, straight up.
Holtby and Airy again.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Worked hard here in the first, running it back, and will spill it and over, and will sit behind cover. Very nice.
Hi, girl.
Better.
She's a cool customer looking at all those stones. Gets the double and the roll, so she's been shrinking the circles slowly, but there is still room for Kelly to get in there. That's the only negative thing. Opened up that side.
Yeah, for sure. But if Kelly's not good with this, there's a double yellow raise you're looking at on the left there that would make it really interesting. So Kelly's got to put this, hopefully for British Columbia's sake, in at least for second shot.
4-8. 4-8 and
4-6.
Yeah. Okay.
We were on this sheet earlier today, and this the outturn seems to really break Hogline in.
That's not a number we usually associate with Kelly Scott being 6th.
No, she is down a little bit, and I think a little bit it does have to do with the fact she's playing more aggressively than in years past. Her two best years, she was 81% and 84%. Those were the two championship years.
No, maybe forward. Come on, go.
Got to get by that guard. Little rub.
Keep her going. Go, go, go.
Heard the clunk.
Go, 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 go.
And it will spill not quite for second shot. That still is Saskatchewan.
Oh, good sweep.
You'd have been real close if you didn't rub. Like, I think you would have been.
Yeah, that was made. It just lost about 6-8 inches of speed when it feathered the guard, and it would have been buried too.
Like last weight, kind of.
A 10.
10.
Our first update is Manitoba and the
Just the hit and roll.
team from the St. Vital. Jennifer Jones with the last rock and a chance for a couple.
Well, she does, and for most of the end, Quebec was chasing a Manitoba stone that was second shot, but in the wings, they were rolling all over the place, just not having a chance to even make an attempt at the buried one. And so they are, in fact, second shot, and that's why this is a draw for 2.
Line's good.
In a key game this morning, in the morning draw, Manitoba and Ontario came in both at
Line's great.
with 7 straight wins, and then Manitoba scored a 4 in the 4th, a steal of 1 in the 9th, and they won 9-7 over Rachel Homan. There's your draw for 2. Final stone for Shumay. Oh, just by, and she'll leave it right there. So right now it is BC sitting the 1, top edge of the 4, and surrounded by yellow.
The way it's curling.
It's good.
It's a nice shot by Jill. The one thing about Kelly getting in there with her draw, even though it wasn't perfect, it did pull Jill into playing an open shot and not an attempt on shot stone. So if you're Kelly looking at the fact that you have a draw, but it's not the easiest draw in the world, that's for sure.
Low risk at least. You've got one on the board for sure, unless this over curls big time.
It's almost out to middle 12 on my first. Yeah. So,
Yeah, they're talking about the big curl here. Look at this.
a 10 hit and flop.
Ah, she's
Oh,
going to play the
going in.
hit.
Yeah.
That's why I was wondering about the ice. First end just was going to run out of room there to play a draw.
You'd be out in the carpet.
Right now, she has one on the board. Final stone, BC's Kelly Scott from the Kelowna Curling Club.
Hard sash. Get over.
Off her own. Nope, never came up for her. So it is 1 for BC in an end that started off as if BC would pile them up. Well played by Saskatchewan. BC got one, but it was setting up as if Kelly Scott was going to get a pile more. It was only great shots by Shumay that got her out of trouble.
Was it ever, Vic? Both of them, actually. And this is the first one to set it up and shrink the rings, as Linda mentioned. It stays right there. There would be a run back and rolls it over right almost into the 4-foot, shrinks everything right down.
And then Kelly Scott couldn't make the in-off. Key shot is brought to you by Sponge Towels, Paper Towels. Nothing absorbs like it. And in a sense, Saskatchewan absorbed all that BC pressure. They get the single. Saskatchewan has the hammer playing the Yellowstones here in 2.
Very good.
Just up here.
Absorbing pressure.
Weaving a quilt we do here.
I can see you over there.
Let's go here. 11. Okay. All right. So last time we threw 10.
First stone in, corner guard by Saskatchewan, and that center guard doesn't quite cover the rock, and it's that wrong side of the cover, leaves the side open of the corner guard.
Yes. Hard. Whoa. 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 Off. Nothing. Right off.
Look at a bit of speed here.
Okay, that's a 10. Yeah.
Just enough to catch the corner and push it through.
Give you normal?
Yeah.
Like a 4-7, 4-8? 4-7. Sure. Yeah.
One thing you were pointing out before the game, Russ, is the interesting thing about turns. You and I always look at who favors which turn, and then is it the number that they favor or because they're playing them well? Well, with Saskatchewan, it's definitely a favor of an in-turn.
Huge in-turns, isn't it? And, the out-turns they're struggling with, and it would be a smart move for coming around on the out-turn side, and that's exactly what Kelly Scott's called for here.
Yeah, you still got to go for the line.
Back house. Back house.
Good calls, guys. Yeah, looks good on its own. 4-4. Good. Shot, Sash.
Especially Kara at the third position for Saskatchewan. She's 57% for the week for her out-turn side, much better on the in-turn side. So teams look at that. The coaches get together and look at the stats and say, hey, wait a minute. If we get a chance to go around a guard and we have a choice, go out-turn. That's exactly what they did. In this case, it didn't matter because it's perfect. So you can peel in the guard whichever turn you want.
Atta girl, T.
Kara, what was that?
I got it, Kelly.
Yeah.
Do you like a 3-4?
Okay.
3.
3-ish.
The range they're talking about on these shots relates back to the zones, 3 zones in front of the house. Number 4 is top 12 foot, for example. The call of a 3-4 means a guard, but it must be tight. They don't want to leave a lot of room for the opposition to draw around. So it's a 3 with the pro side miss being just in the 12 foot. That's one way to approach it. It's a good thing to communicate pro side, whether you talk range, in this case a 3-4, or use some other term.
It's a great point, Linda, because when you call for a tight guard, some curlers are afraid to put it in the rings. And by throwing it up short, which this one is, it gives Saskatchewan a chance to be aggressive.
We can tell you Alberta and Team Canada, they blanked the first. Alberta, Christy Moore Grand Prairie has the hammer there, and a blank
10.
between Ontario, Nova Scotia, and Nova Scotia. Marianne Arsenault from the Mayflower in Halifax has the last rock again into playing Rachel Homan from the Ottawa Curling Club.
Nope.
Atta girl.
Okay. Good
to
shot,
it
Gina.
and more as
Yeah.
it rolls
Okay.
out from behind cover, sitting back of the 4.
There. Okay. All right, here we go.
Nice chance to get a roll either direction. At this stage, Jill's looking for rocks in play, so even if it rolls deep, she doesn't mind. She just wants to start getting BC coming her way,
10.
playing the kinds of shots she wants to play.
Hard!
Kara Johnston.
Whoa! Yep! Yep! Hard! Hard, hard, hard.
Going to get that little roll.
Atta girl.
Yeah, it is. It's tucked under 3/4, but it's back of the tee line, back edge of the button.
Could be good.
Yeah, the little bit further roll, so it wasn't right behind the button, was the one they were going for.
It's tough. You know, you're Jill. You see it coming down. You know it's not rolling the other way. Your instinct is to bury it, get it under cover. But in this case, it's probably in a really bad spot if BC makes a great one.
Talk about the range. This one should be a 6-7. That means it can be brushed to the right spot.
A little bumps, okay. Yeah, line to it, guys. Right to it. Right to it. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Right to it. Hard, 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 hard,
Look at
hard.
this one curl.
Okay, buttons, buttons. Good. Wow. Shot.
Yeah.
It is shot stone, but it overcurled the line.
Good. Good weight. Good shot.
Wow.
Yeah, very nice weight.
They're really sharp to stop brushing, though. They were trying to get it to the back one, but once it lost line, at least they've kept it up there, and you can see you can get around on that intern side and tap that red one back on the yellow.
Room then. Wall.
7, 8.
Room.
Close.
Just
Well, where is it? It looks 7. heavy. All there.
Are we
7,
heavy?
8. Where?
Well, you see
7,
this so
8.
often where you play a few down the same spot, and all of a sudden the curlers are just a hair heavy.
Hard. Okay.
This bounces off, won't be good. Oh, got it by.
Yeah, didn't touch it at all. Sits right on the lid.
Take care.
So this is Jill Shumay. What a debut. Then she loses 3, but that was a huge win earlier today against Team Canada. Was the way she did it, stealing 4 ends to win 7-5.
The same, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, your weight this way would have been fine here.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Hair more. It's gonna finish.
I agree.
That was a huge break getting that one by the red one, Linda. If they were tick rolled open, there'd be 2 yellows at the back. You could either double them off or freeze, and you'd never get it out. Now it's a tough shot for Kelly Scott.
This is her first as we play Skip Stones in the second.
Hard. Come on, guys. Go,
Wozniak,
go, go.
Carter on the brush.
All the way, all
Trying
the
to
way.
get it
Shut
down
down.
and
Go, go,
sit it
go,
maybe
go.
on that corner.
Good. Nice shot. Nice
Well,
shot,
after a
Kel.
blank in the first, Nova Scotia with last rock here in 2 and facing 2.
Well, Nova Scotia was set up very well. At one point was lying 3 across the house, but a bit of a miscue by Kim Kelly, a missed run back allowed Ontario to get back to even. And so now she's playing the double Vic.
Yep, yep.
Just because hitting either one on the nose does not give her shot.
Marianne Arsenault, bang, bang. There they go. For a single, Nova Scotia. Again, make note, 4 losses. That's a key. You would love to stay there.
All right, go get it.
A little tap's not bad, actually.
What's the play here? Just down to the shot stone?
I think they're just going to guard it, Vic, but there's There's that intern we talked about before when BC was sharp enough to get off the sweeping. You can see you can slash that left-hand yellow one in, the one that's on the left side of the button. They can't take that away also. So I think it's just a straight guard.
I think they talked about bringing in top 8. That was the last tap I saw.
7 on its own.
It's not light.
Not curling. Come on. We get it right here? Yep. Yep.
No,
yep.
double.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, bounce
Yep, back
it.
together,
Bounce
right
it,
back. Come on, right
bounce
by,
it,
right over.
So it rolls and rubs off to the back of the 4. So compared to the 4th straight wins for Saskatchewan, Kelly Scott opened with a win over Alberta, then lost, and then won, and then lost, and won and lost. Now 2 in a row. That's the inconsistency you were referring to, wasn't it?
It was, yes. Some good shot making, but some mistakes as well.
Kelly's got to throw a lot of weight here, but if she can negotiate past her own red one, kick that across, move that out of there, this could be a huge end for BC. That just rolled to the wrong spot.
They got caught in the middle. They thought it might slow down, and last minute tried to drag it, and you really can't carry it.
It's hard to get any action off the back one, so she either hits it as thin as she can or throws a bullet. Try to kick that across. She doesn't have to move that one on the button very far. And
Nope. Nope.
So here we go. Final stone for BC here in the 2nd.
Nope. Roll away.
Wozniak, Carter, nothing yet. Got to get across the nose just a bit and won't. Instead, rolls away.
And Kelly tried to throw that a little harder than she normally might. She needed the speed to bounce it.
We wondered if my second rock overcurled the button, overcurled down there, overcurled this, but I actually wonder if it's not Sarah's that are a bit straight. Because Gina's and yours are curling too.
Yeah, okay, let's think that
I
way.
don't know, like...
Nothing available to on those 2 stones, top 4 to...
I don't know if it's up to that far.
Can you make a play on them, or are they pretty well hidden?
Yeah, if you could ever hit it dead on, you'd score 3, but you can't with the guard in the way. So I don't think this is about all you've got here, I think.
It's cold draw.
You can't even run in the yellow one, and that would be really dangerous. Yeah, straight draw, same shot you just threw.
Line's good. I need T-line.
Big time.
Line's great.
So you heard,
Needs
and you
3
can hear,
T-lines.
Kara Johnson saying, line is great.
Line's fine. All you.
Karen Holtby is on the
All
left.
you. Take a look.
Janae Airy is on the right.
Right here, line's great.
Needs the button. Sitting one right now to tie. Here they go. Trying to drag it by that stone top 4. A little bit more. Can you grab the button? Little bit more. No. 1 for Saskatchewan here in the 2nd. To even it.
She had to give it to the brushes after the last one, and just 3 or 4 inches deeper, that gets by. Great try.
The loser will go to 4 losses. 48 curlers started, all of them with a chance to drive away with a brand new 2013 Ford Fusion in the annual Ford Hot Shots competition. And that number then trimmed down to just 2. And in the final, well, it was the Northwest Territory Sharon Cormier facing Ontario's Rachel Homan. And the Ontario skip was brilliant, scoring the maximum 5 on a few of her shots, including the always tough double takeout. And with her Ontario teammates right there, Rachel Homan would drive away. She wins the Ford Hot Shots and a 2-year lease on a 2013 Ford Fusion. Great start for Saskatchewan at this year's Scotties. Jill Shumay from Maidstone. That's up northwest of Saskatoon, closer to Lloydminster and the Alberta border. Jill Shumay, Brian Mudrick, she's interesting and really a very nice story.
Yeah, this entire team is pretty fantastic, and technically Saskatchewan has had 5 members on the ice at the Scotties this week. That's because their third, Kara Johnston, is expecting her 3rd baby in about 6 weeks from now. So the birth date is edging closer, and I asked both Kara And Jill, was there any concern that possibly she wouldn't be able to compete? And she said, absolutely not. Kara says she feels fantastic, and a little one on the way hasn't affected them at all. Meantime, what a comeback this morning. I asked Jill about that game. Keep in mind, Saskatchewan at one point, Vic, was down 5-1, but they battled back. And Jill said the turning point was they actually weren't playing that bad, but when she got her deuce, after that, the team helped her make every final shot. Kathy and I watched that game as well in the updates. There was a ton of rocks in play. They put the pressure on, and now their confidence is sky high.
And as we mentioned earlier, reminding many people of Amber Holland a couple of years ago. Amber, many occasions, picking the team up and carrying them on her back as they went on to win the Scotties and then a medal at the Worlds.
Amber was close to getting returning back this year. Vic, she had a good run at the provincials.
Lost in the semis, I believe. And
well, this end is similar to that approach, that attitude that we talked about in the earlier game against Team Canada. It was interesting because we talked about teams like Nova Scotia playing wide open, drawing to the open side with hammer, but I suggested in the opening comments about the game plan that it wasn't wrong for BC to try and spread out the house because of those steals earlier today that Saskatchewan made against Team Canada. So there once more, Jill Shumay ignored the rock in the wings and played the come around, and it was played very well.
And it is BC that has the last rock, playing the Redstones here in the third of a 1-1 tie.
Atta girl, real nice tee. Atta girl. It wasn't really down.
11.
Nice, get your broom. Yeah.
Two ways to play this. You can try to hit it almost dead on and bring the card into play, or you can hit about 2/3 and roll right away. Maybe try to get your thrown rock deeper than this one, so there is no double opportunity. Fairly straight spot.
Yep. Hard for shooter. Hard. Go, 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 go. Get your shooter over. Right over. Go, go, go. Good shot, Sash. 11-3.
Ten.
There you go.
Double?
I think you could play the double, Vic, but when it caroms off, the second one might run over and jam on that yellow. So I think they're actually going to try to come through the hole with the out turn.
Okay. Sit
2. And Kelly's got her wish here because the Team Saskatchewan struggled with the out turn. Linda, you and I looked at it. We were pouring over the numbers before. And in theory, this is their weaker shot.
Karen Holtby. By the guard. Yes. On the beat. Yes. To sit 2.
In theory.
Well, the only other part of what is happening that Kelly doesn't mind is she doesn't want to get trapped into a kind of end that we saw when Saskatchewan played Team Canada, and that is all the play to the middle, the race to the button, the overlaps, the guards, and then Jill making the big shot where Kelly has no hope to get in there. So she's trying to keep the 8-foot open, is Kelly. And even though it's 2 Saskatchewan in there at the moment, it's a slow build-up towards skip stones.
Oh,
look at
this. There's a
jam
at the back.
Got them both. It should roll out too. Shooter stays. Wow.
Nice. Go. Good.
Been very wide open, Alberta, Team Canada, and Alberta has had the last rock, 2 straight blanks, but got to make something here with Christy Moore from Grand Prairie.
Well, at one point there were 6 rocks in the 4-foot, Vic, and then a double by Heather, followed by another double by the Alberta skip. Christy Moore left 1 in the 4-foot. That's the one that Heather capped off. So this is a draw. She's only thrown big weight hits, so huge adjustment.
And up to it, 2. And now they look.
1 yellow. 10.
It rolled too far. Team Canada steals 1. Team Canada and Heather Nedewin trying to regroup. They've lost 2 in a row after their 6 straight to start.
Atta girl, that's fine. Good shot.
Kelly Scott doesn't like that rock there, but you almost have to leave it. If you hit it, you're probably not going to be in the rings unless you make a wonderful roll. So the easier way to get in the rings is do this. Straight come around.
And Sasha's nice double, yes, a little fortunate, but nice double has given her that chance, the room to come in and the decision to come in with Gina Schrader.
Room. We're 7. Okay, wait a bit. Clean.
Oh.
Yep. 6.
Line's good.
No,
Clean.
7.
High, guys. High.
Leave it high, too.
Line's real good.
Center. We're top 8, top 4.
Get ready.
You might have to bring it. Yeah, keep it coming to
Should
line.
finish if the weight's into the 8 foot. There it goes.
Yeah, a little more. Okay, you're good, you're good, you're good. Sit. Great
Good shot, Gina.
You want that relic of a broom or you want this one?
I'll take that one.
No! I hate this
We're
one.
talking about Sasha's shot, and she got a little fortunate, Russ, but sometimes you need the right angle, the right break, and they just got it by.
That went through the guard.
Good. Oh, sorry, I didn't get a time. Felt pretty close to normal.
All that spin got the stone rolling, and they got it far enough.
It's like it wrapped around that guard,
It
didn't
did.
it?
All the way!
So here's Kara Johnston.
I don't know if you did. Yes! I don't know if I did or not. Hard! Hard, 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 hard. Hard, 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 hard.
Janae Airy went for a tumble. Didn't burn the stone, however.
I don't know what she did.
I think they were a little uncertain, actually, what happened. Tripped herself, actually, in that case.
Oops.
Her arm might have touched. That's why they stopped brushing and sort of looked around. They weren't sure.
Never stop brushing. Just push her out of the way and make that shot. She did a wonderful job trying to save
She
it.
did.
It's fantastic.
Didn't work out, so it is a chance for BC to draw and sit 3.
Line's good.
Let it work.
Don't need to bring more than 12 foot per line.
Room.
Yep.
Just line.
Okay.
8 foot.
Line will be good. Just a clean. Let it sit. Just a clean. Yep.
Boy, BC
Okay,
looks
whoa,
sharp.
whoa, whoa. Way to go.
Great.
Beauty.
That's just
Great
position
throw,
A.
Gina.
Way to go. Nice throwing.
Kept a little separation because if they play the run back, it'll be a tougher
Nice
double.
throws.
Thanks.
Nice weight. With this ice? Okay.
We talked about Jill and her spectacular shot making raises and runbacks against Team Canada. However, in that game, there were more guards around, more angles that she could establish with those raises and runbacks. This is a very difficult shot.
Okay.
After a blank of 1, Nova Scotia got a single in the second. Red stone edge of the 4. There it is, T-line. That's Ontario. Last rock coming up from Ottawa, Ontario's Rachel Homan.
Well, in a very bizarre way that it got to be shot, Vic, on Marianne's last stone, she was picking out the shot stone belonging to Ontario. It over-curled. She rubbed off her yellow one that was in front of it and shot, ticked it for second shot, managed to catch another one, but really gave her the opportunity to draw for 2 that she did not have in the first place. Bad break.
Nice try. Great throw.
And there's the draw 2 red. Ontario moves on top, coming off the morning loss to Manitoba. And in our featured game, Jill Shumay opens up the front.
This was a very difficult run back. Didn't have the line at all and removes everything. And now BC has a chance to draw in and sit 4.
Just 4-8, hey guys.
Yeah, it's really nice normal in this spot.
We rarely see this shot to miss light.
Felt good. You could probably work it a bit. 7. Yeah, it felt like T. Line straight right now.
So Kelly Scott liking it out of her hand.
Gotta go a bit.
Okay.
Carter and Wozni on the
Right
brush.
back.
9, 10.
Put it anywhere in the paint to sit 4.
Yep, come on. Go, 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 go. Keep going.
Try not to leave a
Hard.
hit
Keep
and roll
going.
from this one.
Great shot. Good. Way to go,
They'll
guys.
sacrifice the double on the front 2, but they don't want Jill to get in behind
Here you go,
cover.
Cal.
Nice, Kelly.
It's a nice spot.
You see anything besides the double?
Well, if you can get it just right, the double's obviously what you have to do, but you might be able to go this way, hit it thin enough that the shooter gets possibly a piece of this. And by hitting the back one thin enough, it's going to be somewhere around here. It might get over that way and get them all. The other way to do it is go this way, make that one go away, but I don't think that's, I'd rather see them cross this. I think they get a better chance of getting more than 2. You hit it on the broom side, I think the best you can do is a double. It's hard to say what they're trying with the broom position, but high side
stone, Jill Shumay. Picked up, big scrub. Holtby, Airy. Facing 4, bang, bang, and she stuffed it. And so now it'll be a draw 4. 4.
What an innocent end, Linda. The great brushing by BC to get by and make that hit and roll to the corner. The rock they fell on sat 3, and then the run back wasn't made. It's the easiest 4 Kelly will ever get.
Interesting to see the plan to start, though, with them BC drawing open and hoping to have this kind of situation where Jill didn't have an out. That run back Jill tried was so difficult. And then when she opened it up, there was really nothing left.
Kelly could draw to the middle because that's what they're used to doing, that's what the skips are paid for, draw the 4-foot, but she just threw this shot. As an athlete, you'd love to have the exact same shot twice. You know the path.
Same little left. Easy on it, though. No, you're okay.
Final stone.
Straighter. No backing.
8 foot.
Straighter still. Clean it in. You're to backing now. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're good now. Gotta go.
And there they are.
4.
Put 4 on the board. BC up 5-1. Remember, Saskatchewan came back this morning like that. I love it. Here we go. It's Daytona 500 weekend. And our coverage begins noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, live, TSN and TSN Mobile TV on Sunday. Can't imagine. Making history on the pole. Jeff Gordon right alongside. Welcome back to Kingston on this Thursday evening. British Columbia gets 4 to take a 5-1 lead, and it is exactly what Jill Shumay and Saskatchewan faced this morning, Linda. Trying and was able to come back, putting the stones in play as we showed earlier against Team Canada, and stealing one and just played a thief end after end after end to finally win. But it goes without saying, I think you need some help, and she didn't get very much help in that end, did she?
No, there was the big mistake out on the wings, and then you had Gina Schrader, the 3rd for BC, make both of her come-arounds to the perfect spot. And once Jill Shumay tried a run back and spilled everything, she didn't have any cover, she didn't have anything to work with.
That's what we talked about, wasn't it, about the difference in the game in the last few years, is that big curl. You can really put a team under the gun if you can make those come-arounds and put them in the right spots, and BC did exactly that.
Okay, line's fine, whoa. Whoa, whoa, line.
Frozen?
Whoa, line. Right to it. Line's nice. Line's nice. Nice sweep, girls. Good job. Atta girl, Janae. Nice sweep.
Very nice draw.
8-8.
Couple ways to play this. You could take the corner guard off, and it was thrown there for a reason by Saskatchewan, trying to drag the play around to the side. You can run this one back. Hit this just perfect. You might be able to chip that yellow rock past your own.
Sasha Carter has replaced second stones. Punted back and jammed it. It leaves the shot stone behind cover, maybe half a rock covered.
Great stone. Keeps the BC rock in front of the tee line, exposes the Saskatchewan rock. Saskatchewan's run into a little bit of a buzzsaw here.
Well, BC looks solid, and in particular, the two players we started talking about, Sasha Carter and Gina Schrader, are making a big difference in this game.
There you go, a little bit. 5.
Taryn Holtby.
Well, if you can, but go. Line's okay. We can wait. Okay. Line's okay. Okay.
Weight's nice.
Line's
Weight's
really
on its
good.
own. Okay.
Line's
We're there.
good. 6.
We're there.
7. No bounce.
Okay. Right off then.
Might be a little one. Nice shot, T.
Atta girl.
Atta girl.
I'm like, these my second rock, too.
Taking a look at Quebec, Manitoba. Manitoba got 2 in the
Line's really nice.
first, blank, and now
T-line.
there's obviously centerline guard got to play something in here. I thought maybe Quebec might try and run this all the way through.
Well, she ran it back on the first one. Jennifer made the hit and roll, so she's elected to draw.
This is Allison Ross and her
Caitlin,
team
go,
from
go,
the
go,
Glenmore
go,
in
go, go,
Montreal.
go, 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 go.
Oh,
Quite a bit of room. Just be whoa.
I don't think so.
Oh, it's
I don't
supposed to
either.
be.
It's Manitoba.
Is it? No, not really. Yeah, it's 1 yellow.
1 yellow it is. Steal of 1, Manitoba. Trying to win 9 straight.
Just, I think the same here. Just bump it up 4 inches.
Okay.
You like that?
Okay.
BC hit the open one, and
So I just
their
need one
hope
weight then.
is that this
Same
next
weight.
shot will in some
weight.
way set up an easy hit or even a double. So that's
You
what
guys might have to
Saskatchewan
switch
has to
it. All
protect
the same weight,
against.
but just watch, okay?
Okay.
Get it. Atta girl. Weight's good.
I got a bit more time. Line's nice.
How's that line?
Line's nice. On its own. Little more line. Looks like lots.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 7 and 8. Is it through?
No.
Okay, ready?
8.
Yep.
We bounce and roll over to that other red one.
Whoa. Whoa. Hard.
Read over.
Great
Shot.
call by the
Oh.
skipper.
So you've got a couple of stones. Corner frozen. Shot rock still is BC. Edge of the button.
If you want to go peel, it's pretty straight. Just firm. 8.5.
We talk about the numbers all the time, but sometimes the skip can help or hurt a player's numbers, a teammate's numbers. And that was a great assist there by Jill.
You look at Gina's best year is 2007. They won the Canadian and World Championships. She was playing 33% of her shots as draws, many more hits. And this year, 57%. And think back to last end, 2 perfect come arounds. So Gina's playing very well, but playing a slightly different style than before. And that's making a big difference in the results this year.
You give me one sweep with it. That's always nice of you.
Okay.
Quite a bit nicer to see.
Like that?
Okay.
11.
But does that mean a different style for Kelly Scott?
It is a different style. She is a bit more aggressive this year, but it also is showing that Gina's abilities. Remember, Gina's been away from the game for a year.
Yes.
And the 2 years before that, she wasn't all that happy with her game. Let's face it, it wasn't the numbers of 2007, which were incredible. So a change in style, and Gina's taken a little while to adjust, but now she's showing us both aspects of the game at the highest level.
Yes! Whoa! Whoa!
Boy, this is a tough shot they're trying here.
Hard!
Can't tick their own. No.
Yeah, they did.
Man.
Just caught their own, moved it across to the T-line edge of the 4. Shot stoned still is BC. Top edge of the button.
Well, that's about as unlucky as you can get.
Yeah, it is, and it was such a tough shot. Like, that was an 1/8 of an inch from really being good, but it was so difficult. Maybe could have drawn in there, tapped your own a little bit, created a little pocket. There was no hurry to be shot rock.
If I know, say we're...
Kind of ruins the entire end at this point.
We don't want to nose.
Gina, the person I was just talking about making great draws, well, at this stage with the score the way it is, she could just has to play hits. And instead of playing a difficult hit, this one is wide open.
Maybe you want to roll away here. If you roll out, would be much smarter than hitting it dead on. Didn't see the call, Linda. Were they trying to roll inside, or are they?
I thought away.
Makes sense.
Hard. Yeah, really hard. Really hard. Go, Sarah.
And they were, but they didn't.
1, 2, 3. Ontario sitting 3, leading 2-1. Final stone in the fourth end from Nova Scotia's Marianne Arsenault from the Mayflower Curling Club in Halifax.
Well, and that's not misses by the team from Nova Scotia. It was a conscious effort on their part to try to generate some stones, leave some rocks around. Just nothing materialized. And Heather Homan, or rather Rachel Homan and her team doing a very good job of making sure that their stones were there. So it's a draw for Marianne. Needs full 8-foot.
Gotta go.
Who's
Gotta go
Heather
hard.
Homan?
Somebody I work
Gotta go
with.
hard.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding.
We never would have known, Cal.
I'm such a fish. The hook's out there. Vic will bite.
Hard.
For the single there and the double there.
I got a 12 on it. I got 12.
Little mistake by BC. You have to jump on it if you're Saskatchewan. Very nice throw.
I like this call.
Yeah.
He threw kind of a normal weight for Gina there, and to hit and roll away, and maybe the peel might have made some sense. Which Rachel Homan play a few of these to put the broom in the edge of the rock. There's about 10 inches of ice here, so obviously more of a controlled speed, which is a good idea also.
Pro side miss is the peel.
Whoa! Yeah! Whoa! Yeah! Go!
Cut to the nose, run it back. Did.
Great shot.
Nice shot.
But the raised stone pops
I
out
was calling it safe. She was calling a nail.
onto the edge of the 4.
Nicely done. Just a stick. It's a great
Oh,
shot.
nice shot. I just didn't want to lose it, and you were waiting to nail it.
This is interesting. Indication is they want to hit and roll behind their own corner.
For the very reason that the run back is left for
Okay.
Kelly, and she's seen it once, so they're going to try and mix it up, play behind their own guard. Not a lot of room to work with, because those other red stones in the rings are almost to the 8-foot. One's just biting.
It is a good idea,
Especially
because
if
if
you
you ever
wanna
roll
roll
to
behind
the,
your yellow.
you'd be buried on the high side, you'd be in the button, and if Kelly makes it perfect, you'd have nowhere to draw. So this is a good call.
Whoa! Yeah! Yeah! Whoa! 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 Ah.
Nothing. Right on the nose.
10. Okay. All right.
Do you want to go the other way?
Let's go nose. I don't mind. Nose, or if it's coming up, we roll. 10.
Yep. A nose hit will block that particular part of the house and force your opponent, Jill, to play the other side.
Roll.
You know, you talk about
Just a
Gina
10.
Schrader now has 3 children. Cooper is 15 months. Kelly has Nash, who's 4, and Sasha has Zach, 6 months. Evan, who's 1. As Kelly says, this has become Team Mom, and they've had to adjust to all those changes in their families.
9-8.
It's a huge juggle. People juggle families and work. Team Mom definitely have the family situation.
Bang.
Shot.
So facing 3 with her last.
Great throws. Very nice.
You heard somebody say great throws. Is Kelly throwing it well?
Very nice.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
But she's
why
always
not?
close. I don't care which year you see her at the national championship. She's very clean release. But sometimes you know you're backing it up a hair, or you get a little softer release in a certain turn, and you have to be able to ice yourself for that. She's so good at that too.
Yeah.
her tell is her follow through. Some people drop their hand off. She leaves her hand up. And if she's looking smooth with that hand following through in a smooth motion, you know she's really close. Slight roll away, and Jill's opted to play the out turn through the hole. They have seen it a number of times.
Right now it's BC sitting 3 after scoring 4 in the third.
Line's great.
Full line.
Line's great. Just you, right here. Whoa,
Just
whoa, whoa, whoa.
you,
Clean,
Taryn
clean,
Holtby
clean,
and
clean,
Janae Airy.
Clean.
Atta girl.
Atta girl, good throw. There you go.
To the 4 for a single. Kara Johnston likes to joke that she draws a lot more looks than her teammates do these days. The Saskatchewan third is pregnant with her third child, and when the team won their provincials this year, Johnson wasn't about to miss her dream of playing in the Scotties. It's not the first time that a mother-to-be has competed in a major curling competition. Alberta's Christy Moore was Team Canada's alternate at the Vancouver Olympics, and at the time she was 5.5 months pregnant. At the 2011 Scotties, in a matchup between these same two provinces, there were 2 expectant mothers on the ice. Both Saskatchewan's Jolene Campbell and BC's Sasha Carter became first-time mums a couple of months later. And last year, the BC second was carrying her second child on the Scotties ice and took him right to the podium, winning a silver medal. It's quite common to hear that curling can get in the way of life, but at times life can also get in the way of curling. There are 19 mothers on the ice this week in Kingston, and all are making their children very proud. Even those children that don't quite know it yet. Wonderful story. BC, 4 in the third. That's the big number, isn't it? 5-2. British Columbia leads. They once again have the last rock here at 5, playing the Redstones.
A little bit of risk associated with this play. You can't remove the guard.
Go. Okay, that worked.
Worked out all right.
Fine, Sarah.
Yeah. 11. I think we'll be throwing a lot of draws right now. Probably doesn't matter.
It's a great shot, really, isn't it? He moves that dangerous rock off to the side, which shouldn't be problematic.
Linda, remind people, sorry, Russ, remind people if, or take me back to this morning's game where Saskatchewan was able to chip away and steal and steal and steal on Team Canada, and what it took. And whether, I mean, look, it all depends if BC can respond. But what is it that Saskatchewan, what should we look for to see if in fact they are trying to steal their way back into this?
Well, we do know that they put up a center guard and would ignore the open stone that BC put in there to play around that center guard. That's the first sign that they're willing to be aggressive, take a big risk of giving up points, and try and steal.
Manitoba sitting 1 for sure, it looks like. Final stone for Quebec. And Allison Ross of Glenmore, last time with a draw that was a little too heavy.
Yeah, well, she was light on her first one. It's actually against 2 here, Vic, and
Sorry.
she needs a piece of the 4. It's okay. Needs a piece of the 4.
Let it grab a bit. Whoa. Whoa, it's got to
So the stone at the back of the 8 is the second shot. This needs to bend and stop, and that'll just go too far. So 2 it is. Steal 2 more. Manitoba trying to win 9 in a row.
So the difference between the earlier game against Team Canada for Saskatchewan and this one against BC is BC's not playing along. The center guard goes up. BC is playing that old-fashioned style of going to the wings, will not clutter the center, wait for the chance to peel the guards, keep it open. Got the lucky break in the third end with the double that Sasha played, and then we're able to ride that to the mid-4.
Finish. Switch and finish.
The harder part here this end is they're guarding a rock that's really probably isn't going to go on the scoreboard. It's up pretty high away from that 4-foot.
You have to, I mean, I'm going to make an assumption here. You have to think that that BC team this morning watched that game and as a team went, we're not going to fall into that trap.
No playing along. It takes a little bit of a nerve on BC's part, though, to ignore the guard and play to the wings, a rock just in the 12-foot that also might not score, but you cannot follow the plan that was used earlier and let Saskatchewan get away with that.
Good shot, Sash.
Well, gets rid of the corner, replaces it. The corner's still there, but it's a BC stone now.
Pretty straight, that line.
When we go back to the scary part, Sasha got rid of that center guard. Well, the center guard is what Jill Shumay needs to have any chance to steal some points in this game. And you're playing with only one guard on a stone, as you said, that's not in a great spot in the house, and you are trying to steal. Earlier today, there was a lot more clutter.
2, 2, 1, 2. Whoa. 1, 2. Gotta go. Okay, over.
Heavy.
Over and whoa.
They're not sure it's over.
Yeah, they need the over
Come on,
first.
get it over. Get it over. Get it over. Get it over. All right.
And just.
And it's so long with the curl on this ice.
Okay, so the line straight.
Yeah.
Kelly's
Don't
going
need
to peel it
throw
anyway.
Crazy peel at all.
Sometimes these are a little harder because you need a little less ice because it doesn't get as much time to curve when it's just barely over the hog line. When you throw a lot of weight, there's very little chance of this curling.
Looks good. Nice one, Gina. Smart throw, Gina. Yeah, very
Good throw.
Kelly Scott peeled that one off because we're at third stones. If we get to skip stones and those guards are not made, it would be a different story. We just have to see if Jill decided to stick with that plan.
Line's a bit tight. Right off. 3. Oh, it looks deeper. 4, 5. Gotta freeze it.
Could
Freeze
come
it.
right to the other
Freeze it,
yellow
Jill.
and set up a
Sliding.
double here.
Jill, we can freeze it.
Well, they have to make a decision. Do you hope it slows down or do you try to bounce them apart?
Yep. Hard. 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 Okay. Okay.
Oh, wibbly wobbly there.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Same way, yeah.
The double's there. They're close together, so you have to hit them almost simultaneously. If you hit the
I'm fine with what you just
right-hand
threw,
one
yeah.
first, you might carom that left-hand one into the corner guard, into the rock that's in the corner. I think you have to make sure you get by your own rock here. Even if you leave one in the rings, it'll be 2-on-1 with hammer.
No, no, no. Just the top. No, 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 no. No, we're jamming, I think.
Oh, nope.
Oh, got away with it. And enough to spill them both.
Just. Just.
Very nice, though.
Hit them both at the same time? Yeah, you did.
Nice, Gina. Good throw. It's just touchy.
Actually could have swept that to keep the yellow farther away from the back one, but they got away with it. And the second one just rolled through the rings, and a nice opportunity, low risk again.
Okay, at 10. Rolling Terry.
Just want to keep you updated. Very wide open
You
game.
hadn't figured that out.
Alberta opened with the last rock. Team Canada stole 1 and 3. Alberta has scored in 5. They're going to 6 in a 1-1 tie. And Team Canada and Heather Nedwin and her team from the Saville Sports Center will have last rock in that 6th. Skip stones. Jill Shumay, her
9,
first.
5, 10. Yeah, we're up a little bit. Whoa. Yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're up a little bit.
Gonna play a
We're
roll.
going too far. Right off. Whoa,
There's
whoa,
the
whoa,
roll,
whoa, whoa.
and
Oh, that's close to being real good. Will it spin?
And if it comes back, it does. Just enough to grab the edge of the 8, and it's got some backing.
It's a great shot. Just light enough, Linda. Could have stopped behind the corner. I think that was the first option. Right in front of the red. That's another great option.
Very nicely done.
And we're gonna roll. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So this is where you make a choice as a skip. If you're wanting to stick to a plan where you're looking for a deuce this end, you could just draw around that corner. If you're trying to keep the blank alive, you hit.
Right across the rings, or even just behind.
Okay.
Right across the rings is plenty.
Okay.
Have to be careful with the angle on this.
Kelly Scott. BC with last rock. Wozni, Carter. Wanted to roll it all the way across if she could, and just enough to push it out. Loses the shooter.
We missed the break on it, I think.
Yeah.
We've gone for 10.
Good throw. I just lost it. I think we just missed 11. The break. Yeah. Okay.
A little bit of pebble out there. They hadn't played one that wide, and it looked great all the way down. And just grabbed some pebble, slowed down a little, and turned. The ice is so perfect all the way across. You just they were waiting to be able to hold that one, and just kept going.
Jill Shumay needs a roll one more time. She doesn't want to see BC burn some ends off by blanking.
A bit of an unknown she was when she came out of the Maidstone Curling Club, went into the provincials as the 7th seed. And then beat Stephanie Lawton in the final. Beat Amber Holland in the semifinal. Jill Shumay.
Thicker is better, right? Thicker?
So close.
Worrying about that one is just outside the rings.
Good weight.
Too sharp.
Yeah, okay. Time's golden.
I'm not going to throw it too sharp. Okay.
Can't roll this way. You have to roll this way. And obviously, as Linda just pointed out, this one could be a bit of a catcher. So they have to decide if they want to go across the top or underneath. They were talking about going across the top. I don't think you can.
She said she doesn't want to. She's not going to throw it too sharp, Linda. What does that mean?
I'm not really sure. I'm
Okay,
assuming
I never heard
weight,
that.
but I haven't heard her use that term before.
All right. Final stone facing one. Like the blank, take the blank to the 6, and the hammer that goes with it. Watch that catcher now. Watch that catcher now. And gets away with it.
Nicely done.
So a blank goes on the board, and BC will lead going to the 5th end break, 5-2. On a Thursday night. And the game's all that more important as you try and stay in playoff contention for the Scotties. An update for you as we welcome you back. And let's see, 1, 2, 3 red. Wow, that's Alberta. And that is Christy Moore from Grand Prairie, comes in at 1-7, playing 6-2 Team Canada in the defending champion. Final stone for Heather Netherwin.
Well, there haven't been very many draws this game, Vic. They've been running them up and down the ice, keeping things very simple. But when a bounce off from Heather on her first one, it was the Alberta hit and roll that left them lying 3. Needs to make the draw without the bounce this time. 4 foot is needed.
Time's pretty good.
Jessica Mayer, Lainey Peters, Bethescu.
Nice
The
throw.
defending Canadian champions, Team Canada, draw the 4-foot for a single. BC and Saskatchewan is our featured game on this Thursday night at the K-Rock Center. Tomorrow will be the final day of round robin play. 2 more games after this evening.
Great back.
5-2. BC leads after the blank. It means that the team from the Kelowna Curling Club will once again have the last rock. They have the hammer here in 6 playing the Redstones.
Yeah.
And again, I'll come back to that. Just that comment that Kelly made to Brian. We're going to hit away.
A little more.
The only thing about the game that allows that comment is the 4, though. If they hadn't gotten the big score, they would have tried to keep it open, but maybe would have had to temper some of the hits with draws as well. But that 4 gives them lots of chance to play it more open. Guard, open side, come around. Now that one was supposed to be a draw to the side as well, to sit 2, because hit away means they're going to peel the guard as soon as they can.
But you don't think that refers to also seeing Team Canada have that lead this morning? And
well, it does.
Okay.
All I'm saying is they're going to play an open style, but it was possible more because of the 4, not just, yes, we want to play it open because of Saskatchewan. You still have to play the scoreboard a little bit.
Okay.
Gotta go. 3. Tight. Hard.
Kelly attempted to put 2 on the same side. Throwing it deep when you're 3 up is a much better miss than short, but she put them to that side for a reason, didn't she, Linda? They like to peel with the out turn, and they can pound the yellow ones off to the other side and stay away from the red ones. They were hoping to go here with that second one, and then they would start a steady diet of peeling in this direction with all these rocks. If they'd split the house with the red ones, they'd have nowhere to peel. Might be able to get them both here too, Linda. One in the rings.
Got a little thicker.
Clean only. Slow, clean, yeah. Whoa. Ah, good shot.
Well, we've seen Manitoba now jump out to this 5-0 lead. Steal of 1 and 4, 2 and 5. Playing the hit is Allison Ross. Maybe this is a good thing. Her draw percentage is 25.
Well, it's not been very good. Gets the nose. I think she was hoping to maybe get the angle and touch that other stone back for 2, but it's just for 1.
Single for Quebec, and they're on the board.
Nice try there. Hair thinner, she makes it.
Wait, better. How's our line?
Line's good.
7.
5. Line's nice. No, 7,
Sasha
8.
almost made that double, the peel onto the one in the
Really
rings.
swooping.
Okay, that's good.
Saskatchewan has a chance, though, to bring another one in.
Hard. Okay, we're by. Make it perfect. Come on.
Go.
Come on. Nice shot, T.
Atta girl.
Beauty. Nice job.
I think this only because I think it's going to run a little straighter.
Yeah.
You know?
14-8.
There's a lot of swoop.
Sasha involved in the ice reading. That's how you become a great player. You can't just leave it up to the skip. You have to feel. You have to visualize the shot yourself, or you have very little chance of making it. She thinks it's going to run a little straighter, so she's asked the skipper to bring the weight down a little bit.
Room.
The line.
Clean, close.
Whoa.
Yep. Room,
Whoa,
clean.
it's gotta grab.
Whoa. Clean it. You got it. Watch your roll, Sarah.
Watch your roll, Sarah.
Way to go.
Good shot.
Nice throw.
Great throw.
BC sitting the 2 around the edge of the 8-foot, and again, they do have the last draw.
I love that weight selection, Linda. It's so, because she knew the spot was tricky, straight, you could overthrow that so fast, and we see that a lot, and it's all about hanging around here. Not that BC has to, but they with one little slip up here, they can score a big end by doing that. It's even forced Saskatchewan to hit it, which is exactly what British Columbia's looking for.
Whoa.
1, 2, and roll it over.
Okay. Atta girl, Kara. Real nice.
And we'll sit deep, but sit 2.
Nice weight.
This was a decision that Saskatchewan had to make, whether to hit or continue to draw, and they didn't like the fact that BC had the 2 in the back.
Come on, guys.
But I can tell you that Kelly Scott didn't mind the fact that they went after it instead of they come around.
Whatever you like. Sure.
Kelly's job is to make sure she scores this end, and she doesn't want any clutter in that 4-foot. She'll accept the fact that the other team has rocks in the 8-foot or 12-foot.
Yep, yep.
Oh,
Right to
go, 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 go.
Really gotta go. Really
Grimace on the face of Gina Schrader. What she got here, run it back. Oh, just touches it on the way by, and now that corner will cover the shot stone top edge of the 8-foot.
Get a little farther away from the center line, which is better for Team BC,
Yeah,
but
I know.
still in play.
Like it's way over there now.
I'm pretty sure that was the positive that they were trying to express to Gina, who was annoyed with that throw.
2, 3, 2. 2, 3. That's what you need. Careful.
Saskatchewan will try and put the center line guard back into position.
2, 3. 3. 3, 2, 2, 3. 3. 3.
Okay, Kara.
It's okay. I want to wrap now.
I like wrapping now.
Yeah, I think it's getting to the point. I said that you scoreboard watch.
Top 4.
You want to make sure you have a shot, but you also don't want to run and hide at this earlier stage of the game. You're only up 3, so they will play the draw now.
I don't think it's changed yet.
Changed yet, Russ? Meaning what?
Well, it usually, and it's with Mark Sherrick and his group here that's just been incredibly consistent, but in most cases, virtually any ice, certainly curling club ice, will slow down the middle, and I think that's what they're saying. It's 6th end, and is it slowing down in the center a little wee bit? And they're saying no, not yet.
Top ring, guys. Line's good.
Sometimes this spot right here, as it's coming in the rings, might slow down a foot or 2. They're trying to be so accurate.
Go. Great shot.
And Gina Schrader will come around, stop at top 8. Shot
Sorry, we
stone.
jumped it early.
BC does have the last rock.
Great shot. Okay. Good job.
Nice game out of Gina, Linda.
We'll get it.
They were just talking about the brushing. Remember that most of the effective brushing can happen at the end of the path. That's as it's starting to break and moving in as it's slowing, and they were saying they got on that a little early, and that's the hard part of judging with brushing. You have to decide if it has to be brushed the entire length of the ice, or if you can wait to get most of the brushing at that very end as the rock is slowing. Looks like it's about half open.
All right, here we go. Good job.
Okay, halfway. Let's go. Straight up.
Shumay, his former, took off some time from skipping.
Whoa! Yeah! Whoa!
Skipped into Saskatchewan's back in '98, went 1 and 6. Does it come up for her? Yes, it does. Going to jam it at the back. Yes, it does.
Nice weight.
Yep.
It's a tough spot to do too much better than that. Turns things around in a hurry.
Weight was good.
Yeah.
Just weren't close enough to the guard.
Nose or like half tucked. You won't be second if you
Had a couple inches by the guard. They had to really scrape by not to have that jam occur, and gives BC a chance to get one in there, hit and roll.
You try to see the whole house and all that could happen. Is that one where you kick yourself a little bit afterwards and say, I should have seen that?
Well, I think they probably knew it was there in their peripheral, but they were trying to get maximum curl, and they just halfway down was like, uh-oh. It was a really, remember that BC talked about how straight that spot was, and decided to throw a little less weight. There's very little curl in this out-turn side inside the 8-foot strip.
Easy, no, hard Sash. Go. Hard.
Okay, good.
All right. Very nice, Kelly.
Roll here.
Yeah, come right to it.
Well, we can be here and be shot.
We have to roll. Yeah, we can roll right there.
Yeah.
Got a little aggressive on the call.
I don't know, if they're just curling or if they're
Do
snapping.
that or draw here.
We have to roll.
And then she's got this tiny little, super easy.
One or the other.
If we draw to here, what does she do?
Probably runs a 3. Or if we hang too much out, she tries to pick, right? Probably tries to pick because running the 3 is danger if it's jamming here.
Yeah. Okay. 10.
Okay, we'll get it.
Roll into this area, but you have to be careful. You roll it into the hole. Could be 2 points for BC. The other option they talked about was simply coming right down here and drawing into that area, but that would allow Kelly Scott an angle tap for as many as 3. So I think this is the better call. The bad news for Saskatchewan, even if you make it great, it leaves Kelly Scott more than the 4-foot, which is pretty good chance she's going to make that shot.
Okay, let's go. Okay, yep, here you go. Straight up.
Final stone for Saskatchewan. Trailing by 2. Big scrub now. This center guard's coming up on him pretty quickly. Big scrub, got to get it by that one. Oh, they did. Flip it inside. They do. Now, where did it end up?
Right in the hole.
Thank you.
Top one.
Right in the hole is right.
Well, the first one went a little straighter and they jammed it, and so they compensated a little bit trying to get the roll, and unfortunately, just scrapes by and rolls too far.
Kelly doesn't want to jam this either, so she can keep the weight up, hit it on the high side, and it'll actually hit the back side of that top yellow one and stay in the rings for 2. So once they know it's past this top yellow and the highest one in the rings, brush it all the way.
9.5, Gina. Just watch it, because it could be straighter.
Okay.
Could finish. 9.5.
Okay. You got it, Cal. Nail it.
Sasha Carter, you got it. Kel, nail it. Final stone coming up for Kelly Scott, Kelowna Curling Club. Has to come through the hole.
No.
Right now it is Saskatchewan sitting the 1. Come through the hole. Got to get through the hole. Get by, yes. Sit right there. Yeah, and a little bit of help by backing up the Saskatchewan stone. Put 2 more on the board for BC. They lead it now comfortably 7-2.
It wasn't easy.
All right, time to get you caught up, and let's check in first of all on Alberta and Team Canada. And the defending champions from the Saville Sports Centre in Edmonton, playing the Alberta champions from Grand Prairie, skipped by Christy Moore. This is her last.
Well, and she's facing 4 Team Canada stones. Needs to get at the shot stone that is pretty much buried.
Wow, look at this. Wow. This is a huge scrub. Amber Cheval-Dave, Michelle Dykstra, Blaine DeYager managing the house. Oh, goodness gracious. As she gets it in there, pushes it back far enough for the single. At 1-7, where was this all week? From Christy Moore. And she beat Quebec and Manitoba. Manitoba looking to possibly this evening lock up first place if all the results play out favorably for them.
Well, and Jennifer Jones and her team already with the lead, a chance to take 2 more points. on the board. Quebec tried the roll on her last stone, rolled all right, but it's the one at the back of the house, not second shot. His third shot, in fact, needs the 4-foot, Jennifer does, to get her deuce.
That final stone from Allison Ross is at the back edge of the 8, and that will get them 2 more. 7-1, Manitoba leading. So, as we look across the scoreboard, Manitoba is leading. The Ontario champions are trailing by 2. If Manitoba wins and Ontario goes to 2 losses, that would give Manitoba first place. And we were just on the score on the standings board. Quebec has said that's it, so it goes into the book. Make the final 7-1. Manitoba wins it. They do go to 9-0. Quebec falls to 3-6. And for Jennifer Jones, that is her 99th career win at the Scotties. This is a big game, of course, for the reason that both teams come in at 3 losses. Both are 5-3. But it is that 4 and the deuce scored in 6 that has British Columbia in front 7-2. As we welcome you back to Kingston and the K-Rock Center, and here in 7, Saskatchewan has the last rock, playing the Yellowstones.
There were more rocks in play just a moment ago. There were 2 BC stones that started the end in the center line area in the 4-foot. Corner guards were placed on either side by Saskatchewan in trying to peel the 1 corner guard. BC also went into the rings, hit it a little thinly on the peel, and took out everything. There is 1 red one just behind the house and the 1 corner guard left that Saskatchewan is now trying to use.
And used perfectly. That's got tons of weight.
Girl, really nice. Good job.
BC is in this kind of play, understanding that a deuce is possible and that the scoreboard being 7-2, then it's okay to give up a deuce. I'll just play this out, peeling and trying not to give any more points away.
Easy, no. Just let it ride there. That's good. You're good. Clean. Nice, Gina.
Split the house here now. Could throw another guard. Try to go in and control the deuce from this point on.
Kara Johnston throwing the 3rd stones for the team from Maidstone.
Go hard, I go. Go hard then. Yeah. Don't stop. Take the left. No, I'm looking. Keep going.
So far in this event, Saskatchewan has struggled with the deuce, trying to get 2 or more with the hammer. We talked about how well they stole points against Team Canada earlier today, but in this event so far, they've only had a chance to get deuces 28% of the time. You're looking for mid 30% range at probably the lowest if you're going to win this event. You want to really be able to set up the deuces. So the fact that they've been relying on steals is a good idea because other things weren't working, but it's hard to rely on that to get onto the scoreboard.
Coming up light there, which is a much better option than through, but you can still use this. You might see BC want to hang around it now because of that.
Yep. To it. Hard. To it. Yeah. Go. No roll. Go. Good shot, Gina.
Good. Very nice. Good throw.
All right, Kara.
That's okay.
Nice one. 10-3. Oh, there's curl now. First and it didn't.
Like that, better?
Yep.
Anywhere in there is good.
Go, Taryn.
Playing the come around. That looks like pretty tight ice.
Mm-hmm.
Right down the center line. We'll see if it is that straight.
Well, it's very tight ice. You can always fracture on the front one, put 2 in.
Gotta go.
Okay, whoa, whoa.
Taryn Holtby, Janae Airy have backed right off this, and
Okay.
they'll raise their stone in, not for shot. That still is BC back 8 foot.
Just like even just bite the 8 foot.
Yeah. Yeah, because she's always got some kind of slice there.
Same that she's been throwing.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Corey's.
Yeah. Higher is better because of that yellow side one. For sure, full 8. Maybe bite the 4 foot.
Okay.
Yeah, there's something right.
Yeah, I see it.
I'd like to tuck this underneath a little bit to prevent the double.
Line's good. Yeah, weight's good. Yeah, line. No, you got room.
Room.
Solid for weight, guys.
It
Line's
works.
good.
Lots of line, guys.
Start to finish it. Here it
Line's
goes.
good. 7, yeah. 7. Hey, line's
Starting
getting
to bend
better.
big now.
Go
If you
when
can
you
bring
can.
it.
Tuck it.
Yeah, we can tuck it.
Yeah.
Go, 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 go. Little more, little more.
Okay.
Good.
Great weight.
You know, earlier today we said Jill Shumay did so much to carry the team, but maybe the team's not there for her either today.
It's a combination of the team not performing and also Kelly Scott not playing along tactically, and it is 60% for Jill Shumay. And that just shows how difficult it can be trying to make the big shots on your own.
The player numbers are brought to you by Capital One. What's in your wallet?
See the Neutral-On gang.
Kelly and Gina and the rest of the team from BC had a very good plan coming into it. I'm sure that was some scouting from earlier today, and it shows you tactically how you can try and counteract what another team is attempting to do.
Let's go, girls. Straight up.
Okay.
The double's here, but you're going to leave your shot rock wide open, so they might elect a hit and roll buried and try to get that back one with their last one.
12. Yep.
2 might not be enough here.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Okay.
Jams into the back, but the
So
shooter
close.
is the
They want to go up. They want to.
shot stone. Want to go up, meaning? What is she talking about? Is there a...
I would want 10 and a half to give it a...
They
Want
want
it
to
to
go
come
up.
up, yeah.
The stones.
I think what she's saying is they want to, it looks like they want to curl. They're both anticipating the curl, but it's not quite finishing, and that didn't quite curl as much as they expected it to. And all arena conditions get a little bit straighter, unless the pebble breaks down, unless it gets way too warm. It gets a hair straighter as the game goes along, and Jill just didn't quite come up as much as she thought. Kelly can hit this little inside nose and roll partially buried. Take away this whole end.
Clean. Line's good. Room, room, room. Close.
Nice soft weight. It should finish for her.
Close. 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 Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Hard sash. Way to go.
Very nice. Gets across the nose, pushes it back, avoids the jam, and then rolls over. And so
Way to go, Kelly.
there they are, the 2 red stones
weight
around the
control.
edge of the 4. And that's what
You know, even
Jill
saying
Shumay and
11, that's
Saskatchewan
like,
will
makes me think,
face.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Smart throw here.
Yeah.
great weight control there. Just did not overthrow it.
What do you guys think? That's there for 2. What does 1 get us here? We're going to be 4 down playing 8.
That's what I said today, is that 1 gets us nothing.
Give it a go.
Yeah.
All right, time to pull out the stops here.
Yeah, I think so, Vic. The draw for 1 is there. That's the one they talked about calling, but that would put you 4 down without the hammer, and the odds of coming back when that game is so slim. So this shot is here, back that way, out, sit for 2. It's probably worth the risk looking at the scoreboard.
Do you like that?
They like this better than the draft too?
What? Yeah, they like this better than the draft. Peel with that ice? You like that ice with peel?
The slick 12-foot, you know.
Okay, peel, wait.
All right.
You guys like this ice?
Yeah, it's gonna run straight on the
You guys
side.
have to hit it, so I'm gonna trust you.
Just off nose.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's got to come up a little bit, but with my peel weight, it will. I
The
think.
top red one can hit either side of the back red one. Just have to save the raised rock.
Okay, let's go. Let's do this, you guys.
Tough
Ready?
shot.
So a shot that might give Saskatchewan a couple. It might also end their night if they don't make it.
Yep. Whoa.
Jill Shumay. Nothing yet from Airy or Holtby, all on its own. Got to just catch it, run it back, we'll run it by. It'll be a steal of 2 more for BC here in the 7th. They will go out in front 9-2.
It's all on weight, girl.
Yeah.
And the handshakes.
7.
And it will be a 9-2 win for British Columbia. Now 6-3, and for Saskatchewan, they dropped to 5-4. So let's have a look now as we will have 1 day of round robin play remaining. Saskatchewan falls back. Remember, 4 teams make the page playoff system. So those teams at 4, Nova Scotia's on the ice. They're at 4, and they are playing right now against Ontario. So tomorrow is going to be interesting. They're going to need some help. You need to stay at 4. Need somebody to come back and join you. Update, Kathy. Let's check in now on Alberta and Team Canada as they play in a 2-2 tie in a noisy building with Ontario on the ice. Final stone for Team Canada and Heather Nedewin.
Well, before Christy Moore's final shot, Heather had 3 across the house. Christy elected to play the double, did. And so this is a draw for 2, needs 8 foot.
Oh boy, look at this. Jessica Marin. Lainey Peters have just backed away here. This is a chance for 2, has to dig in. Oh, and it'll go too far. She'll settle for just the single. Missed opportunity for the defending champions who have lost 2 in a row, but they're up 3-2 on Alberta. Kelly Scott, 2-time Canadian champion, acknowledging the crowd here at the K-Rock Centre after a 9-2 win over Saskatchewan. The game story?
Big part of the story, Gina Schrader at 3rd for BC. She made 2 perfect come-arounds in 3, and that was the big 4, the win on the board, and then a little too far on the roll by Saskatchewan in 6. And it was a hit through the port for Kelly Scott for 2, and they were able to run it out.
The game story is brought to you by the Dominion, Canada's trusted insurance company. So from one side of the K-Rock, we're going to go all the way over to the other side. Ontario, Nova Scotia are tied at 4. We are into the 8th. Nova Scotia will have the last rock playing the Yellowstones. One of those teams, Kathy, Nova Scotia, who's at the 4-loss limit. 5th would likely take them out of contention, going against an Ontario team that is trying to avoid losing 2 in a row.
And it's been a really interesting game, and maybe it's that perspective, Vic. For Nova Scotia have had more rocks in play this game than we have come to know them to want to be throwing. And in Ontario have absolutely played a very tentative game. Didn't want to take any chances. Was not the Rachel Homan that we have seen up until this point. Maybe reeling a little bit after that loss against Manitoba. It wasn't until last end with a great run back double by Rachel that they just seemed to turn it on, and now we've got lots of rocks in play.
And again, we make the point. Manitoba, we've already seen Jennifer Jones win 7-1. So they have won 9 straight so far. And if should Ontario lose this game, then it would be Manitoba clinching first place in the 1-2 page playoff. Ontario needs to win, and then of course need a couple of losses and by Manitoba on the final day of round robin play to clinch first place. But more importantly for them now, I think, is being in that 1-2 page playoff and getting a second chance.
It looks similar to the game we saw where Marianne Arsenault and Nova Scotia were playing earlier and deciding to put more rocks in play without hammer, because this end the center guard goes up and Marianne Arsenault does draw to the open, and that's the attempt to be a little bit more open-minded, to try to draw the play away from that center guard area. But Rachel Homan didn't play along and the come around was made, thus the series of come arounds at center line.
3 great come arounds. The last one's welded on there.
Allison Kreviazuk
Line's good.
throwing the second stones. The Ontario champions come out of the Ottawa Curling Club.
Yep, a little bit of. Yep. Okay, line's good.
Second championship for this team in the last 3 years. They were the 2011 champions as well, coming right out of juniors,
Keep going, hard, hard.
having won the
Okay, that works.
Canadian junior title in 2010. And
Like the peel stuff?
I think.
Colleen Jones.
Yep, hard. Clean, clean.
Great. Good throws.
Okay. Just a little tighter than, so more like halfway as opposed to 1.5.
When it comes to shooting percentages, the Nova Scotia team are quite high on the list at every position, but that is based a little bit on the style of play, them choosing to play more open hits and open draws, slightly simpler shots than Emma Miskew and the Ontario team have played so far.
2. Looks like just a touch more.
Go then. Whoa, guys, whoa. Just switch. Yep, go. Hard. 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 Keep going, guys. Hard. Hard. Right over. Hard.
A little longer than they wanted it. There's room there now if
Well, you can see more, I think.
Marianne wants to try it.
Halfway so high, eh? Yeah.
Move that a bit.
Okay.
What do you want to throw?
Yep. That looks good.
What are we throwing? Okay.
Be so careful against the great young hitting team from Ontario where you roll with this yellow rock. Your back yellow is safe. It'll be shot rock for sure, but just don't set up a double here off your shooter.
Get it. Hard. Hard. Yes, yes, yes. Hard. Hard. Right up, right up. That's a peach. Good. Nice shot, Kim. Thank you.
Halfway? Just a little deeper.
Some point in time, Rachel's going to have to hit that yellow one, which removes the back yellow. Thought she might freeze to it here, but maybe she'll wait one more rock.
A little late again. Little light. Good. Keep it clean. Whoa. How's line? Great. No, it's good. It's good. Nice. Reach? Yep, more separation. Hard. Sweet.
If you double peel.
It's a little better on this side. What happens if we double peel?
Or is the double peel there?
Yeah.
I mean, the come around is there for 2.
Yeah, we could just come around the whole thing.
Yeah.
You like that better?
What do you, well, what do you
I
think
do.
she's going to play if you...
She's going to try to slam something back in.
You know what? I don't think we should open up.
No, I don't want to open up.
What if we go? Because one's good, right? We top 8 on that side.
Well,
Right, and right now I've got the full 4-foot to draw to.
you do have it for 2, but if we double peel and if she smashes, I don't...
The red
is going and the yellow's going. I don't think we call... Did we call a timeout at time?
No.
Oh. We didn't call a timeout. We didn't call a timeout. We never called a timeout.
No, nobody did that.
No, I know.
What if we go top 8 open over here?
I know.
Then they use it. No, I
We don't know
like
what
that.
to do.
Well, maybe we should call it.
We don't know what to do now. Who called timeout?
We were just chatting.
We were chatting
Yeah,
like
I think
normal.
what happened, though, is just that motion of Colleen with her hands.
Is he talking to the umpire? He's talking to the umpire.
What if we go here? What do they do here?
But they've said we did not call a timeout.
That's all fine and good if you just walk down a place here. If I happen to
But
be late from the double, you know?
if we
Well, what
do
if
the
your
double
pro side
peel
is short, right? Because then you have the...
and she smashes, this has the potential to go, doesn't it?
No, it actually doesn't.
Lined up.
I don't know. You'd have to...
Yeah, I think the reds will
have
stay
to-
and the yellows will go.
You think
This
go?
could stay.
This might stay.
Yeah.
I was counting on,
Will this go though?
I don't think that one will go.
no, the double
But
peel.
is it done to peel is the question.
If we could ever get there, that's pretty sweet.
Just that if she plays that back
Yeah.
onto that,
Yeah.
what's your shot? Because she could be.
I know. I'm thinking we get to this. Or come around this right now.
Gives her more options for the run back.
Well, what if... Or even on the other side.
How are you seeing the double peel?
Yeah, well, that's true. It's not the easiest double peel, but it's almost a nose and roll over to here.
I'm seeing it like this.
Yeah.
Like 3/4 that way?
Colleen's suggesting the double peel. There's
And you
nothing
know
wrong
what?
with that because they're
I
trying
think
to
it opens
score,
up
and
the
those
door
2
for
guards
you
aren't going to
still
help
scoring
them.
your 2
But
easy.
she was
No
thinking
fear of
that
this
if
run back.
Rachel Homan comes down with a bullet, hits this rock, the red one's gone. It depends on where Rachel hits it.
Well,
It's
if
going
we
to drag
really-
a little bit. So if Rachel hits it on this side, the red one will want to come this way a little bit, and it will stay.
Oh, you're
Whether
thinking
she
of
can
gar-
save her
oh, no.
shooter and
Okay.
not set up a double at that point in time, because Colleen Jones and
Well, we've
Marion
already
Arsenal have
used
one
our
over here
timeout.
also.
We didn't. They stopped and put it all back. So you're thinking, you
So
know, Marianne,
now they've
and
called a
I'm not opposed to
timeout.
that.
It was that motion before that I
It's the-
think
it's the-
confused the official.
That's right. Well, she comes around.
What's happening?
Actually, I didn't even think
They
of
call the
guard.
timeout now.
That doesn't appall me.
No, because then we have to leave her one of the run backs. She makes the run back.
What do you like?
No, not if you go here. She's not.
Right. Or are they going to smash?
Or they're going to smash.
I would
If
say
they
yes.
don't, if
Or if
they
they
put
just
it, if you double peel and they put a guard on, we take it off again because we still got that chance for to draw. You've got the 4-foot to draw to.
I know. I like the double. Are you just liking the double
Yes.
peel? Yeah,
yeah.
me too.
Yeah.
I don't like leaving them the run back, I must say. I mean, if we
No,
could
'cause
put
then
it
we
there
might
perfectly, but
not
that's
have
not an
anything.
easy shot
Yeah,
either.
Yeah, no,
Guard's
I'd
not the
rather.
easiest.
Okay, so double peel? Sure. Let's go.
Boy, I tell you, Peter Corkum, those of you who watched for a while,
I think it was guard. That's.
Well,
I don't think that seemed to be in their
Or they may throw
plan.
it back over there.
I think we have to hit and roll under a hair.
Yeah, you're right.
Peter Corkum has been with Colleen for close to 40 years.
You have 8 now, Kim? Okay. So, paying attention.
Nancy Delahunt, of course, part of those championship years, is here as their 5th player. Kim Kelly.
Yep. Hard. Gotta go.
Uh-oh, may do it for them. We'll leave it there.
Okay.
This is a little fearful of.
Oh, I didn't see that.
And the red one did drag like we thought, and unfortunately it was a red one that came in, and now a chance to sit 3 here.
Wow, that's hard to believe after all that time. Trying to figure out the angle if they were going to double peel over curls, and drives it straight back. Now, sometimes I find with the amount of time taken in a timeout and discussion like that, you have to really be sure you're focused on exactly what you're trying to do.
It'd be nice to get a hair flop. Yeah.
And it's just human nature to want to run down there and just be a little quicker, thinking that you've wasted all that time, or not wasted, but the clock's still running, so you maybe just rush that a little bit. She wasn't far off from making it. I mean, it was not, but a half an inch, 3/4 of an inch higher, and get them both. The worst part is both those guards are a real detriment to the finish of this end for Nova Scotia.
Yeah. More weight, guys. Okay. Stay close to it at the end, Allie.
This was a pretty straight spot a couple days ago. We haven't been on this sheet for a while. Rachel doesn't need much ice for anything. Very positive release, lots of rotation.
Yeah. Whoa! Whoa! Solid! Whoa!
Skip Stones here in this 8th. 4-4 tie. Nova Scotia does have the last rock. Rachel Homan was hoping to get a little inside flip.
You guys just like took it out as soon as you swept it.
Haven't heard that often this week.
As soon as they swept it,
at
it
all.
just like
jumped out. Were you calling them on?
Yeah, because it was pretty soft. So I thought it would curl pretty good, but it just fell the whole way.
Yeah, it was more like control.
Not worried about the jam. Just play hard for the roll.
Yeah, it's either that or just draw here.
Marianne pointed out that if she hits it on this side, it'll probably jam, but that's a good thing, because if you do jam, you're also going to make this one, and that's the key shot. It gets you in here and a chance to actually score a 2.
It's either one.
It's all about getting that thing off that forefoot and out of that area that's buried.
Like the ones. So where have you been given Jen to get to center?
I think that's good.
Yeah,
I've been getting her here.
Awesome.
I think they're talking about drawing.
Yikes. Tough draw. It's there. There's room around the yellow guard so long. You certainly get around there, but it has to be full forefoot.
If I heard correctly, it was Marianne Arsenault's idea.
Yeah, it was. They lined up that hit and roll and instead decided to draw.
Same-ish?
Yes.
Actually, I'm going to have my other rock.
Okay.
Marianne drew the pin last night to beat Newfoundland in a close game, so she's not afraid to draw.
Line's fine.
Line's fine. Wait,
Let it curl. Let it curl.
Whoa,
Gotta
if you
curl.
can.
Gotta curl.
Whoa.
Marianne
never.
Arsenault,
Never,
her
never.
Go, Ben, if it's
first
light. Go.
Nova Scotia team from the
Whoa, you
Mayflower
can,
in
though.
Halifax does have the last
Whoa,
rock.
you can. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Play wick.
Gonna get a little bit of rub now. Now they have to play this rub off that stone edge 8. There's the rub,
Okay,
and
that'll work.
Okay.
it'll get there for second shot at the moment.
You know, the other shot you have, if you want it, is that, you know, in-turn hit and roll into the button area.
Like you could.
I can't miss it wide, right?
Well, depends how much weight you throw. Like if you were just to wick, that will go into that.
There's no way it's going to go into it.
You don't think so? Like
How much time do we have?
if you like it, it'll curl with hat.
Wouldn't be horrible to do that.
No.
We could just guard, I guess.
We could just guard.
She's got this though.
Oh, that's not there.
No.
If she hits it, it's going right into this.
You think?
She has this.
All right. Let's guard it then.
Okay.
Interesting. You do have the tap to sit 4, but we know Rachel's both turns run incredibly straight, and then the last one might have spooked her a little bit. It backed up a bit. I think you could get at that pretty easily, Linda, and sit 4.
It's a very long guard.
What about those two? The one on the edge of the 8 left side coming across, too flat?
I think so.
Okay.
I really
Because that
do.
seemed to be really just quickly dismissed by the team.
Marianne, if anybody can make it, it's Marianne, but that's it. It might be there, Vic, but you'd have to whip it. You'd really have to whip it. The other shot is to tick off your own. You could almost make a yellow double. You could hit a quarter of your own red one and redirect into that yellow and sit right there with a bit of weight. But there's definitely room to tap that out. But their goal here was to steal 1, and they've got a good shot at it by just capping this. This is not wrong either.
I think they're okay with either team scoring 1. They just don't want anything else to happen, so they feel this is the best way to accomplish it.
All the way over. All the way. Keep going. Keep going. Hard, hard, hard. 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 Keep going. Keep going, guys.
Okay.
It's not bad.
Bump up, though, doesn't look bad.
Not horrible, eh?
No, could probably be there, given how...
Given how that one ran?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
I think it's your
'cause the
easiest.
out turn is so unpredictable.
Yeah.
They really missed the guard there. There's actually a hole to get at that yellow one that Marianne just threw, and it's certainly not an easy shot, but she just threw it. So just another foot of weight. There's a good angle there. There's just a big enough hole to, as it curves by the yellow top guard, tap that yellow right to the pin.
Don't absolutely have to.
It would seem, though, from this look that the out-turn draw would be something to play.
That was the interesting comment that you heard Nova Scotia say, that it's been unpredictable. We haven't been watching the sheet because we were on the other feature game. So interesting that you don't feel comfortable with the wider gap on the other turn.
I guess the fact she just threw it too is a similar shot to the first one.
Whoa, it's nice.
Whoa.
So final stone. Right now, Ontario has a stolen point, sitting center line, top 4. Marianne Arsenault has to come through the hole, play a little tap on her stone top 8 to get enough of the 4. Got to get by that one, yes. Now, up and tap it back at how far? And it is a beauty.
Great shot.
All we wanted was one.
No, that's all right. Don't worry, we'll only get a 1 this time.
Through the hole, past the guard, and to the back of the button. Nova Scotia trying to stay alive here, coming in at 4 losses, playing Ontario, and up now 5-4.
The 2013 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Purex Bathroom Tissue. Purex, 90 years of pure comfort. The 2013 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Ford. Go further. By M&M Meat Shops, frozen food at its best. And by Tim Hortons. Thank you for making us Canada's favorite coffee.
We have 2 finals, which means there's only one other game on the ice, and it is Alberta against Team Canada. And Team Canada, the defending champions, are sitting 2. Final rock now from Alberta champion Christy Moore from Grand Prairie.
Well, the shot is for 1, and one of her options, of course, would be to play the draw, but instead Christy's elected to play the hit and stick.
Wow. We've seen teams get into trouble playing this shot.
Hard.
Oh boy, again here. And it's going to stop. And they look, and they look, and it is 1 for Alberta. Just stopped in time, 3-3. Team Canada will have the last rock coming home.
When I started seeing that, like when you guys
Well, it's time now for the M&M Meat Shop's Final End Challenge. Right after the game, go to finalend.ca and enter the secret word for a chance to win a trip for two to the 2014 World Junior Curling Championship in Flims, Switzerland. The first 100 entries will have a chance to win a $50 M&M gift card. You'll also get an M&M discount. We'll give you that secret word shortly.
It does come.
Okay.
Very nice shot by Marianne Arsenault.
Yeah, it's going to go
Give
crazy.
it a little extra then.
Gets Nova Scotia a single.
To the margin, I
They
think.
lead by 1. And here in 9, it is Ontario that has the last rock, playing the Redstone.
Ward. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ward.
First one of the end by Nova Scotia slid into the rings. It was supposed to be a guard. That meant that Ontario could hit it. That's the Redstone just outside the rings now. There was the come around by Nova Scotia. And a very nice touch on that little tap and roll.
Wouldn't be surprised to see Ontario try to run this in through blanket to take Hammer coming home, try to get their 2 in 10.
Whoa. Whoa. No, no, no.
Is that Colleen? No. Good, Colleen.
Normal? Yeah. Normal? Yeah. Whoa. Normal? No. Solid. Yep. Okay, that's fine. Thanks, Roses. Thanks.
Important for Nova Scotia to stay in the rings. Otherwise, Ontario can grip their own guard if they wish.
Whoa.
Yep.
Yep. Hard.
Whoa. Good.
Good.
Okay, you and I didn't take any time, Jen. That's good.
Yeah, normal.
That last end did take forever, it seems,
Yeah.
so I'm
Yeah.
sure they're taking a little look at the time clock.
Got to be getting a little tight.
Normal. Yep. Okay. Fine. Okay.
Look to get underneath here and force. Okay, Rachel's quite happy to blank this in.
Well, less than Colleen's.
Kim Kelly.
Right up. Hard, hard, hard. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Good, Kim.
Nice
Good.
job of rushing by Colleen Jones and Jen Baxter. And there you see the time remaining. And remember, of course, this is the thinking time, the time that the stone is not running.
That's actually lots of time at the moment anyways.
Oh, yeah.
Close. No. Close. No, Ollie. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Hard, 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 hard.
Every shot's so crucial now. You roll out allows Homan to split them on or raise it or come around.
Nice throw, Kim.
Same thing if Ontario rolls out.
Whoa. Clean.
Nova Scotia would love to force a single here.
Clean.
Come over. Come over.
Just a little, Jen, go.
Good, Kim.
Shot.
Good.
Had an idea about rolling behind that tight guard.
Like a minute.
Good enough, I think. It'd be very difficult for Ontario to roll farther without hitting that guard. Might be room.
Could be.
It's that decisive talk that we love.
Those of you who weren't here haven't been with us as long as we've been together.
Which is quite a while.
Which is quite a while.
Hack. Just hack.
Russ, his expert analysis today, this week on a measurement. Do you think it is? He says it could be. So that's why we quite often use could now.
Yeah. That's good weight. Nice weight. Got a tiny bit in.
I don't think there's a chance to roll under now.
Just like the watching game.
Well, the right in behind there's Kelly Scott's in behind there. 6-3. They picked up a big win tonight over Saskatchewan, and so they stay at 3 losses. They're also watching, of course, the Canada game with Alberta. A loss by the defending champions, Team Canada, would drop them to 3 losses. They know, too, that if Nova Scotia should lose, that would drop them to 5, and they would lose another of the challengers.
10.
So very important on this Thursday night.
Yep.
With tomorrow the final day of round robin play.
Way over, Kim, way over. Yep. Way over, way over. Go. Good, Marianne, nice throw.
It's interesting, we labeled the Homan teams one of the best young hitting teams in the world, and they're playing one of the best hitting teams ever.
I was waiting for you to
yeah.
use a word in there. The young team, I think you were going to get into trouble there for a minute.
Maybe.
The Legends maybe is okay. This has been actually a very well executed end.
Is it ever?
Nice exchange of hits.
Rachel Homan.
Normal. Close.
This is her first.
Whoa, Allie. Yep. Whoa. No. Keep it there. Keep it there. Yes. Okay, yep.
Halfway in between. We're trying to prevent a little roll just because now it's a shorter roll for Marianne.
Yep.
It was either all the way or nothing is what they preferred.
Make that roll.
No risk now for Marianne. She's trying really hard to roll, even if it rolls out. Yeah. I guess there is a split for 2.
I had to stick around. It's just that they're not like.
So she doesn't mind rolling, but not right out.
A bit. They don't seem to be doing that.
Nope. No. Just wait for it. Don't jump. No.
Whoa. Really like board.
No.
Love it.
Marianne Arsenault.
No. Nice.
Actually heard Rachel Homan say in the last end that the rushers jumped the stone, actually pulled it back, didn't allow it to find the natural curl.
That's a good throw, Marianne.
And there again. So an opportunity here, looking for the blank. And take that last rock to the 10th, coming home down by 1.
Feel? Yeah. Okay. It's pretty straight here now. Okay.
Is that the usual thing, Russ? Pretty straight by now, yeah?
Getting a little bit straighter, yeah. Great awareness there. Rachel isn't going to curl much to begin with.
Clean. Whoa.
Final stone, looking for the blank.
Clean. Clean it. Clean.
And there it is. So we'll put a blank on the board here in 9. Nova Scotia leads it by 1. Ontario will have the last rock coming home when we come back. Kathy, let's update the game between Alberta and Team Canada. And as we look at it, 1-2. So Team Canada has the last rock in a 3-3 tie. Final stone for Christy Moore from Grand Prairie.
Well, Christy buried on her first one, but she was behind the hearts. Heather made a lovely tap back shot, and it's in front of the tee line. So for Team Alberta, they need to tap it back and sit shot to make Canada throw the last one. This has got a lot of steam.
That looks hot, doesn't it? And right by. And so Team Canada will pick up the win. The defending champions are 7-2. Alberta now 1-8. The final is 5-3. So here's what we know. Again, tomorrow is the final day of round robin play. We've already seen a win by Manitoba. They are on top of the table. Ontario's still on the ice, trailing, but have the last rock. A loss by Ontario gives Manitoba first place. Team Canada, with 2 games to play, can do no worse than 4 losses, which means that would guarantee them at least a tiebreaker if it should finish that way. It's been a great week for Jennifer Jones with partner Brent Lang. They've won 9 in a row. They're watching to see if, in fact, they will lock up first place here on, well, that would be nice to lock it up early, wouldn't it? With 1 day still to go. Nova Scotia leads 5-4. Ontario has the last rock, playing the Redstones here in 10.
Hack heavy. Close.
The way Ontario played the 8th in when they left a situation where Nova Scotia could get their single with probably a little less pressure than was going to happen. That was supposed to be a tick. It means that you really have to go hard for the deuce.
They really caught in between there. They're
Yeah.
trying to tick it, I believe, and a little deep, and decided to go around it and hit it too thin as it. This Nova Scotia team, since they've started catching on the ice first couple of games and started to play a little bit more aggressively, as we have stolen a ton of points, Linda. And 2 steals in this game already. They'd love another one.
Where? Halfway. Yep. Halfway. Whoa. Halfway.
Whoa. Whoa.
Sit. Simmer.
Stop curling.
Simmer. Okay. Shoot.
Well, it's time now for the M&M Meat Shop's Final End Challenge. And the secret word is raise. So right after the game, go to finalend.ca and enter that secret word raise. A chance to win that trip for 2 to the 2014 World Junior Curling Championship in Flims, Switzerland.
Yeah, you might want to throw a little extra.
Well, I'm not sure what Nova Scotia was trying to do with the brushing, because all it's going to do with that last little bit is curl, and there is that tiny port now.
I heard Rachel say if you tick the outside guard, if your weight's proper, you might be able to sneak it into the rings.
No. Stay close. No, don't clean it. Yep. Whoa.
Roll the outside.
Yep, go. Hard.
Oh, just miss me. Never mind. It's not on the forefoot anymore. Just sent it out. Yeah.
Wow. Doesn't this make you feel? It is what it is. I know it makes you feel a little older, but hard to believe. Her first appearance at the Scotties, well, it wasn't the Scotties then, it was Canadian Women's Curling Championship 1979. She won the first Scotties in, of course, 82, Colleen Jones. And will wreck on the guard.
Boy, well thrown by Colleen. They just jumped it a little early. That had a hair more weight than the Ontario Rocket. You visualize the first one coming down, you see it bending like 10 inches or so, and that one you thought would do the same, but that fraction more speed, a little bit of brushing, and it made all the difference.
It might be tough to get the wings, that's all. As soon as they peel, it's a double. I don't mind this.
Okay.
Either one.
You have to go pretty thin. No, it's okay. You gotta throw like just a little less, Allie. Yeah.
Oh, that was so close.
That was about here.
Talk about playing the camera on. Now I think they're playing the split, and the split's nice to even them up. And when obviously their right hand one will be buried, but if it gets too deep, you hit it thick and it's behind the tee line, it could take everything away here.
We rarely see these played properly because they're very difficult. It's difficult to have the perfect weight, understand the speed and the line, and get it so that they are spread apart far enough to prevent the double. It's great if you can make it.
Back 12. Keep it high, keep it high.
That's the 2 they need, Ontario, to win here.
That's okay. Just a little hit and flip. okay. That one in the back is wide open, Kim. We can grow this up. To show us half.
Interesting.
The indication for Marianne, her first thought was to go in. She's got the center guard, and you can easily get in towards that shot stone, towards the 4 foot, but the call from the other end was to play the hit.
Well, if you go in, aren't those stones then that you leave potential raises on your stones? Russ, isn't that the thought?
Yeah, moving this red one's not wrong at all, and a very nice roll here, but it just gives Team Ontario a free one. And Colleen's saying there's a hole. You see the 2 guards out there, the yellow-red hole. You can get through that opening, which isn't simple. But it just, you hate to give the other team the freebie, as I call it, a chance to make it better.
Oh, if only we hadn't come off it.
There's just buried. So
You also have to think about what we've been talking about. Nova Scotia's best scoring has been those steals. They have not got a deuce in this game. The reason they are ahead is based on aggressive play without hammer, and this is a chance when you have that center guard to get in there first. And now Ontario gets a chance to put the right one in.
You have to.
Line's good. Wait only. Wait only at the end.
Lisa, take it.
Nova Scotia with single steals in 5 and 6.
Whoa, guys.
Or it
Keep it
wouldn't
clean.
be close.
Keep it clean. Yep.
Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Emma Miskew goes around. Top of the 4 foot, covered.
There's the point. They could have drawn in and frozen Marianne earlier, and Colleen wanted to play the hit. And
Love it, Marianne.
now they have a tougher shot.
Can you hit that?
I can see it.
But then she's just going to come around and do that one again, I think.
Yeah, but we'd be shot.
That one's going to be there for us again, I think.
Freeze high side.
Yeah.
And we saw this earlier in the week. And it's something that, you know, you have to remember now, Colleen, with all her experience,
Just line.
still has a lot of input
Just line for now.
in and with this team. It's not the first time we've seen her
We're gonna have to go.
call
Line's
off
great.
the idea of Marianne Arsenault.
But I thought the game this afternoon, Marianne was much more decisive and actually did not let herself be influenced. She took input, but didn't let herself be talked into other shots. And at the start of this end, you have to be very clear. One up without is a very specific kind of situation. You have to be clear as a team. Kim and the rest of the team had to talk about. If it gets to that point where the other team has a chance to sit 2, do we just then revert to the steal mode with the center guard up? Rachel Homan's pretty happy that this is the way it's proceeded.
Okay.
What way do you want to come? We don't want to touch that yellow. Yeah,
here.
you can. Okay.
I mean, if you're wide, we just touch the red either side.
Okay.
We have options.
Saying the same thing, like that hole's
Just a 2,
pretty
Em?
good.
Yeah.
You're just plugging a hole? 2. Yeah.
Well, that's sort of our protection thing.
Be careful
just
throwing
plug
a
the hole.
2, because that's enough weight to hit one of the guards and maybe split it farther open.
I think we have to.
Just a 1 would be fine. I like the call, though. Guard the hole.
Well, it's
and
above the tee line. They can, but we should.
Team
still have
Arsenal's
the
got a
draw.
tough one.
Okay, I think so, Rach.
Okay, let's do it.
Well, I don't know. I think
Okay,
for
last time it didn't move too much out here. So.
Marianne,
So 2.
put it down for heel, right? And just hit the quarter.
Where's the weight?
Nice.
Where's the weight?
Whoa, then. Whoa, then.
It's over curling.
Whoa, whoa.
We're on the yellow. Where's the weight? 2.5, 3.
3? Well, yeah, then.
Yeah, go through the hole.
Emma Miskew.
Hard!
Alison Kreviasik, Lisa Weigel picked her up now, trying to find the hole. And they may have just picked her up a little too late. They waited, but it'll fill that hole now.
It's pretty good. I just ticked it.
That's good, Em.
What does she have, Kim?
None.
She's got nothing of this?
They just moved that guard.
Yeah, I know. I know. I still thought she had some. Okay, back here. Where do you want
That's
to go?
pretty long.
What, the run?
The guard, you know, I still think I could get to the edge of that to poke it in.
Well, you got the double run. Oh,
So I wouldn't know where to put the broom for that.
Yeah. Yeah, it might open it up for the double for you, for sure. That's a good call.
They have themselves in a pickle.
Mm-hmm. They're forced now. Remember, they tried to play a hit earlier that allowed Ontario the free one. The free one went right there, and that's what's caused all the problems. So they're going to try the long run back. 1, 2, get it in here. They might get a little lucky off of this one. If it goes this way, they might be able to get this back one.
What about leaving everything the way it is and trying to, because Marianne said, look, those two over there, those two reds are out there pretty long. Why don't can we get around it and maybe rub off the stone in the 8-foot and come in?
You could tap you never get to the inside of that one, Vic, but you're right. You could tap the outside of it and run it in.
Okay, so just chip it across.
And even if you get it in for second shot, you're not bad. You also have the in-turn draws. We're looking at it now. The shot rock, if you went around it, half around it, you'd have that saver at the back there. That'd be a good call too. A lot of good things can happen here, but it's tough.
Never. Whoa, whoa.
Marianne Arsenault. And we'll run it by everything.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah, I know we want space between that.
Now you see where it's interesting to see where the shooter ended up way on the left-hand side as we look at it.
Allie, that's great too.
You wonder if it now maybe does it affect that chip if he's left with that chip?
I think that's a really hard shot.
Okay.
I'm not sure that that's the one she wants to go to.
Timeout has been called by Ontario, and it'll bring Coach Earl Morris to the floor.
She makes a great come around, then you got overlap and you can't get her out of there.
I just follow her down.
Well, yeah, but if she comes around
Like
behind
if it's
everything and your corner
overlapped.
frozen.
So where do you want to go though?
Well, I think you either have to guard the yellow or
Leave her
draw
around.
or look at drawing into lie 3 and beat her in. I think
Like
those
top
are the two
4 is
choices.
not bad, eh?
Well, if you could come around, that front red
Just
one
come
just a
around it
little bit,
slightly.
that'd be a good shot.
Or even, like if it's even.
Yeah, even's
Or
pretty
even's good. Yeah, but I wouldn't throw the corner freeze because then you give her overlap, and if she makes a great come around, then you're in real trouble.
Okay, thanks, Earl. That's
Okay, so either one of those.
a great
Guards
comment.
At the end of the world on the yellow one, so she can't have the straight back, but also the come around. So if you know your weight and trust your weight,
I think
go ahead
the
and
come
throw.
around's not very good because it's almost an automatic 2-foot run. I think
Okay.
throw the guard and let her
Okay.
throw a 20-foot run.
All right.
little
Okay.
bit
Yep.
open and she's got a
the guard. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the comment, Linda, from Earl. If they overlap where I put that red one, that does stop the yellow rays, but it gives a little bit of cover for Marianne's last shot. Marianne does that, and you're wishing you didn't throw it because you can't raise it. So put it somewhere else. Maybe put it here, and that kind of stops it. Or even up here if you have to, and it stops Marianne's her easiest option.
Put it somewhere in the path that Nova Scotia might use.
Right.
Just a 10.
Yeah, board. A strong board. Just trying to catch that sliver.
Yeah, it really is just a sliver.
Yeah. But she's throwing a guard.
Do I at least split center line, okay?
Okay.
Rachel Homan and her first.
One's pretty good.
One's good.
It's been a while since Ontario has won a Canadian Women's Curling Championship.
Switch.
1996.
It will,
Marilyn
it will.
Bodo.
Keep it clean. Yep.
Just blocking against the Yellowstone top 12 being used.
And making sure it curls enough there isn't anything open for Marianne to use for cover.
Doesn't suit guys.
That really slowed down.
Think that Earl likes it?
And it's not perfect, Vic, because it's visually in the way if Marianne plays this come around. Two good things going for Marianne here. If down this way, in like that, if you can get that rock just past the shot rock, the back red, over here can be a saver. When Ontario goes to hit it, it could jam. So just tickle it past that red one. It just top button partially buried, and that guard that was just thrown by Rachel might be in the way.
Get the sliver. The sliver of the button. Final stone. Nova Scotia leads it. Right now, Ontario has their 2 to win.
Line's great.
Jennifer back.
Line's great. Go. Hard.
Left. Kim Kelly on the right. You can hear Colleen Jones. Got to get it by that one. Now they got to get it by that red stone top 4. They got to get it by that one. They got to get it by that one and roll it in. Oh, and they'll get there. That is their for second shot.
They love the line all the way down. It just seemed to curl a little early. It might slide path must be getting a little bit softer. They loved it.
So close. The weight was so good.
Just pumps are good.
It was a very difficult shot.
If you only knew it was going to wreck, you could have angle frozen for second shot. Made it really difficult to get in there. Now you see the red guard. That's the only thing that can hurt Rachel, and that's why they didn't want to throw a guard. If that guard was over a little farther, this would be a gimme. But it is kind of in the vision for the skipper here.
So at the moment, it is a tie game, and we go in extra. Final stone. Ontario coming off a loss earlier today.
Whoa! Back up! Please!
Rachel Homan.
Yes!
We miscue calling the line. Make it go away. Listen to the crowd now as they come to their feet here in Kingston for the win. Rachel Homan will get the deuce that she needed. It's a 6-5 final, improving her record to 8-1. And for Nova Scotia, that's a 5th loss. And it also means that Manitoba does not clinch first place on this Thursday night. We have one day of round-robin play to go. One game separating it would mean Manitoba would have to lose 2 and Ontario win out, because Manitoba has beaten Ontario should they end up tied. Team Canada, BC at 3 losses. We have those 4 right now into the 4 playoff spots. So we'll begin our final day of round-robin coverage at 9 a.m. Kathy Bryan will be with you. Andrea Crawford from the Gauge in Oromocto, still alive at 4 losses, will go against Marianne Arsenault at 9 a.m. Eastern Time.